Hi guys, thanks for coming back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a live swatch and review video of the brand new Tarte Works of Art Holiday 2016 palette. This is an empty box, but I did keep it for you guys. That packaging is just gorgeous. So if you want to know all the details about this palette, then just keep watching. This palette launched on Ulta.com this past week, the week of the 26th, and yeah, this is what it looks like. It is so pretty. This packaging is just stunning. Like, I died when I opened this. I was so excited to get this. I wanted something with more value in it. I wanted to get more for my buck. You get 24 shadows in here, plus a blush highlight, plus a lot of stuff in there. There's a lot of stuff in there. So let's start with the live swatches, because that's going to take a little bit. I'll tell you which ones are matte, which ones are creamy, which ones I've used, blah, blah, blah. All the details of the shadows. We're going to start with this top row right there, with this shade right here. By the way, this is what it looks like. Really pretty. The pans are quite small. The opening doesn't lay flat. As you can see, it's kind of, it like stands up, which is kind of nice, but at the same time, I'd rather have it flat. But we're going to start with the shade called Reflection, which is this one right here. It's got some shimmer in it there. These don't swatch as well as they do perform on your eyes. That didn't really make sense, but I think you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to have to build this color up a little bit more. So there it is right there. Very pretty shade. That would be good for all over the lid. Then we're going to go with On Display. This is a matte color, and it's a, I think mattes are my favorite from Tarte, because look at how creamy that is. That was 2 swipes, but they feel so good. Then we have the shade called Muse, and it's a matte, like kind of mauve-y color. There are kind of a lot of these matte mauves in this palette. There it is right there, which is, it's nice, but like I feel like this palette is kind of repetitive. Then we have the shade Canvas. This one I love for a brow bone highlight. That is a really nice brow bone shade. And then we have Set the Tone, which is like a matte peachy yellow color. Very peachy shade. Very nice color there. Love it. So there's that top row. And then we're going to go to the bottom row, which is, to the second row rather, which is right here. We're going to start on this side. And we have Take It Easel wrist. It's kind of like a cool brown there. There it is right there. And then we have Renaissance Woman, which is another one of those mauve colors. Then we have Abstract. This one has shimmer in it. That one swatched really nicely. There it is right there. I have worn this one before. I wore it yesterday, and I'll post that picture for you. And then we have To the Pointillism. This one is like a champagne color. It's right there. And then we have Gilded Gallery. This is your typical bronzy, sparkly shade that I feel like every palette has. These are really, really creamy though, which I appreciate. There it is right there. And then we have Stencil, which is a darker version of Renaissance Woman. It's very much just a shade deeper, and it's like right there. So there are the first 2 rows, swatched on my hand. Then we're going to go to this side for the bottom 2 rows. We're going to start with Roygbiv, which is this one right here. That one's nice. Look at that. Then we have Metallic Masterpiece, which obviously is metallic. Then we have Be an Original, which is a matte. Just that one right there. Excuse the nails. It's been a crazy week. Then we have Brett. Just that one right there. It's very close to my skin tone almost. And then we have Sepia. It's very warm. It's right there. And then the last one in this row is called Kaleidoscope. It's a nice purple, but as you can see, that one is quite patchy. It's probably the only patchy one in this palette. Starting with this shade right here and going this way. So this is Go For that guy right there. That one also is a little bit patchy. Then we have Contrast, which is probably my favorite shade in the whole entire palette, and you will see why. It's a purple. It's a matte purple. I don't have a matte purple. I'm obsessed. I gotta use that. Then we have Make the Gradient, and I'm actually wearing this in my outer V today, so that's a really nice matte deep brown shade, which is that one right there. And then you have Doodle, which is a really nice one too. It's that warm brown that everybody is kind of obsessed with right now. In fact, all of these I feel like people are obsessed with on that row. And then we have the sparkly green shade called Landscape. Wow, do you see that? Love that. Then we have Gothic, and this is like a sad black. Like, it doesn't really do anything for me, although it looks like it shows up, but it's quite patchy. So there you have the swatches. I'm all swatched up, as you can see. So they don't swatch very nicely. I mean, the mattes do. The lighter mattes definitely do. The darker mattes you're gonna have to build up for sure. But when you apply them on the eyes, I feel like it's not a problem at all, because I created this look today with all the matte shadows. I used Muse, I used Make the Gradient in the outer V, and then I mixed Set the Tone and Take It Easle. So those are the ones that I have on my eyes, not in my eyes, oh my god. So I want to talk about the face products now, or like the little drawer that it comes. So that's how it comes. It pulls out, which I really like that feature. It's really nice. All right, so this is the drawer. It comes out. You get a little palette with some face products. You get your brush. You get your lip gloss. You get a mascara. And I'm going to start with this palette. And I'm going to start by saying that I am pretty disappointed with this palette. That's what it looks like. So it's this little palette here. It's quite small. You get your blush, you get your contour, you get your highlight. Let's start with the blush. So the blush, nope, that's not the blush. Let's start with the blush here. This blush is actually pretty nice. This is the best thing about this little palette here. Very neutral toned blush. It is what I'm wearing today on my cheeks, so it's there. There it is on my hand. There's no shimmer in this blush at all. It's very nice. It reminds me a lot of Tarte Exposed. The blush is nice. It's not got a lot of shimmer in there. The contour I have used as a bronzer twice so far, and that's what I'm wearing today for the bronzer. It's right there. The thing I don't like, and I probably won't really use that contour that much. I don't think it shows up on me as nicely. Is let's talk about the highlight. The highlight is very, very chunky and glittery. You might be able to see that like in the actual, maybe not glittery, but it is frosty as heck. And I don't like frosty highlights very much. Like, that is a pretty heavy swatch. I don't know, it just doesn't do anything for me, so I was a little disappointed in the face palette overall. I do like the brush that it comes with. I thought it was actually going to be just a tad bigger, but as you can see, it is quite small. I was using it to apply that highlight, and it worked nicely. I do like the pink packaging because, I mean, like, hello, pink walls. So this is a nice little addition. I love getting brushes and palettes. I do really like the, I can't get it out though. I really like the lip, what are these called? Glossy lip paint. So they have the lip paint regular, and I'm a little stuffy right now, so I can't tell you if they have a smell, but there's the swatch awkwardly on my wrist because I don't have any more room. So it's very, very pigmented. They remind me of the Anastasia Beverly Hills ones, although I feel like those are even more pigmented than this one. But that was just one swatch, so that was pretty good. I haven't worn that one yet, but I've just swatched it. And I really want to talk about this mascara because, oh my god, it's so weird. Alright, so this is the Tarte Lash Paint Mascara, and first of all, super hard to open, so let me show you here. Do you see how it looks like it came out of the tube? I don't know, it's just like a weird, can you see that? It's not like your typical mascara, I don't know. Plus, the spikes on this are like ridiculous. They're spikes, they're not bristles, they're hard, and it gives a nice effect, so I might try like the full size just to see if there's a difference. But so far I'm not really thrilled on the mascara. I have the Tarte in Bloom palette, and I really, really like those mattes. They are super creamy. They might be a little bit creamier than this holiday palette, but the ones in this palette still show up really, really nicely, and they are really easy to blend. As you can see, I create a really pretty look to show you guys that the mattes in here are really, really nice. And if you are somebody who wants like a neutral palette with pops of color and with some fall color here, I really think this is good value. It is $49. It is on Ulta.com. That's gonna bother me. So overall, I think the little drawer thing was kind of a bust. I could have done without all this because most of them were, besides the blush in here and the brush and the lip paint, I could have done without everything else in here. But it's kind of nice to be able to try those things anyway, and you get a lot for your money, and I really appreciate that. So I do highly recommend this palette, and of course it's like dirty already because I've been swatching like a mad crazy person, but yes, I would highly recommend you trying this palette. If you've never tried Tarte palettes before, like eyeshadow palettes, they're not different. And I was afraid that they would be. That's why I wanted to try it out for myself and let you guys know that I really don't think there's a difference in the shadows. And I was worried about that myself because I've heard so many bad things about the holiday palettes, how they're not up to par with the regular. I don't see a problem with any of the Tarte shadows in here. They are very comparable to the Tarte in Bloom shadows, so I say go for it. If you want to try it out, and let me know if you end up doing so, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you find it helpful. I would greatly appreciate it. That really, really helps me out, and thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!